So I have a question. What makes you move? Every day, your body moves in thousands of different ways. You eat, you write, you walk. You really don't have to think about doing most of it. What is it that forms that connection between our brain and our body that allows us to do these things so easily? The answer is motor neurons. So this is a simplified drawing of a motor neuron. There are many parts to a motor neuron, but we're just going to look at some of the important ones. We're going to look at the dendrites, the soma, the axon, and the neuromuscular junction. And before we get into that, just a fact here, the typical motor neuron is multipolar, or it has multiple dendrites, as you can see here on the left, and one single long axon. So the dendrites and the soma are kind of like the post office of the cell. Messages are sent in from the brain down along the central nervous system and into the dendrites. And once they reach the dendrites, they're then loaded into the soma, processed, and prepared to ship out to their appropriate location. Once they're ready, they travel along the axon here. You can kind of think of the axon as the highway of the motor neuron. And once it gets across the highway and it gets to the correct address, the messages are then dropped off into the mailbox, which would be the neuromuscular junction. And this is where the signal actually causes something to happen, like a contraction or a cessation in contraction. It's all according to the message that is delivered. So to recap, in order for your body to move voluntarily, motor neurons are essential. A message has to be sent from your brain to the motor neuron. It'll reach the dendrites where it is collected, pass into the cell body or the soma, where it's processed and prepared, and then that's sent along the axon to its specific location. And once it gets to its location, it reaches something called the neuromuscular junction. And that is where the message will be dropped off and cause something to happen, such as lifting your arm, walking, any of those types of things. And that is the basic of motor neuron. And thank you for watching.